Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Saturday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt on Twitter. Every single morning we're here on BettingPros.com, on the YouTube channel for Betting Pros, and audio wherever you get your audio podcasts. You guys can go and use the offer. Great day to use it. Final four, $10 bet, $150 in your account. One bet, $10. Promo code JUICE150 when you sign up for a new account with BetMGM, BetMGM.com. Okay, so we get the win, the outright win. Memphis plus 7.5. They win the game by what, 10? Okay, impressive performance. Now, we've got the Pelicans and the Lakers plus one. That number was all over the place. We got plus one last night. It went all the way to 2.5 like I thought. And then LeBron and AD started playing, and the number went all the way back to plus 2.5 for the Pelicans. So you probably got a better number than me if you waited. I got plus one. At current time of taping, it is a 1-point lead for the Pelicans in the third quarter. So either a 2-0 night or a 1-1 night, one or the other. So we'll see. Parlay does not hit because we do not get the basketball play right. We got the Vegas Golden Knights. It's 3-0 in the third period. So I think we went 2-3 for us on these plays. Fresno, big, wins by 9 or 10 in the basketball championship. They covered that 3-point number. So we got that right. We got the Knights under right, but we got the basketball wrong. So parlay doesn't hit, unfortunately. So that's a bummer, but 2 out of 3 is a typical night for the parlay. Hopefully 2-0 officially here, half a unit. All right. So it's Saturday. That means it's time for the Discord bet in the morning, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time on the Discord channel. The link is underneath me here on YouTube or bettingpros.com/chat to get into that. You guys can make a bet. It missed last week, so hopefully you guys will bounce back and give us a play here that we will like on Saturday. We didn't have many people on there to give advice. We had 110 people on there listening. Only had 4 bets last week, so I think that missed. Maybe it hit. I can't remember, but you guys will have a chance to do it again coming up this morning, 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern time on the Discord channel. Voting happening on the Discord channel right afterwards as we head towards the final four. All right, so we're already in for 1 unit with Duke -4. Let's talk, well, 1 side and 2 total bets to bring you here on the pod. 1 full unit play on a side and then 2 half unit plays on the totals. All right, so let's start with with Nova and Kansas. KenPom has this as a 1-point win for Kansas, 70-69. Everyone is expecting a grinder. Colin Gillespie at a point guard spot with his experience, Big East Player of the Year, averaged over 15 points per game. Look, the Wildcats have been on a streak here. They've been playing really well, and they have a coaching advantage with Jay Wright, who is 20-3 straight up and 19-3 ATS in the NCAA tournament since 2016, up against Bill Self, who has been known to have his teams throw up all over themselves. KU is 2-2 right now in the tournament. Kansas had a crazy second half against Miami, and I think that was the perfect thing for us who want the dog. 4.5 yesterday in Vegas. Hopefully it's 4 most places where you are, but I think you'll get 4.5 if you shop. I think this Nova team catching 4.5 points, I think they can win outright. I really do, but I think Kansas will find a way to get to the championship game by 2 or 3 points. I'll say this. This game comes down to a free throw shooting contest. That's big time for Kansas. Okay, this Nova team is unbleeping believable at shooting free throws. They are a team 83%, number 1 in the country shooting free throws. Now, Kansas isn't bad either. They're at 71.4%. That's pretty good. Or sorry, 71.9%. That's pretty good, but that's not 83% like Nova is. I get the Justin Moore injury. I do. It's significant, okay? It's huge. But Jay Wright's got a week to prep. And I think with Jay Wright with a week to prep against Bill Self, think that's a big advantage. It's not like this injury happened one day ago. They've had some time to deal with it, to strategize, to figure out how they're going to play without Justin Moore. I think they're going to lean big time on Samuels, big time on Colin Gillespie in a dome, in a Final Four. Give me the points. Villanova, 1 unit, plus 4.5 here in the first game of the NCAA tournament Final Four. Duke -4, 1 unit. Villanova plus 4.5 for 1 unit here. I think it's Duke, Kansas on Monday, but it could be Duke, Villanova on Monday as well, which is sort of a coronation if it happens. I think Duke wins the game. Duke wins a championship. I think Duke's going to be really happy. I don't know if the networks will be happy. Networks want Duke, Kansas. Duke and Kansas will be a hell of a game and a lot of people watching coming up on Monday night for the national championship. Don't sleep on the fact that this game is in a dome. So that's where we go here for our half unit bet on this. 61.5. Okay, 61.5. That is currently the first half number. This was an extremely profitable bet on the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 rounds, okay? 61.5, we're talking about 2 offenses that are grinders. We're talking about 2 defense, according to Ken Pom, in the top 20 for adjusted defensive efficiency between these 2 teams. They don't play fast, and they grind it defensively. 17 and 18 defensively, okay? 91.7 adjusted efficiency, 91 point, actually they're both 91.7. They're equal. 17 and 18 here on Ken Pom for adjusted efficiency. They both have very long average possession rates. Villanova, 349th in basketball for average possession length. Kansas is 40th, 16.4, but Nova, I think, will dictate tempo with Colin Gillespie. They will slow the game down, in particular early. They're going to slow the game down. I think the first half under comes in here. Villanova, first half under, 61.5 here. First half under for a half a unit for Kansas and Villanova. All right, first half under, half a unit. And where do we go with the second play here, the second half a unit? Duke and North Carolina. I thought about playing the first half over for this game, but instead, I'm going to come in and I'm going to play the game over at 151. Okay, so Ken Pom has this game right now at 154. Has it as a 4-point win for Duke. Look, this is going to be an up-tempo crazy game. It's the only way to describe what this game is going to be like. This game is going to be high energy, high intensity. These teams want to run, shoot, score. Defensively, they're both pretty good. I'll give you that. But if you look at the games where they played previously, in particular, the last time these 2 teams played, game went over by 24 points here in this game. It flew over. 21.5 points. It was 153.5. 94-81 was the final at Cameron Indoor. 151 is the total here for this game. In the first matchup between Duke and North Carolina, it was a 152.5, and the game went over by 1.5. 2 games, 2 overs. I think we're seeing offense. I think we're seeing a lot of tempo here. Duke is 12-8 away from home to the over. North Carolina is 13-7 to the over. In the NCAA tournament, 2-2. Marquette and Baylor went over. UCLA and St. Peter's went under. For Duke, Cal State Fullerton went under. Michigan State went over by 14.5. Texas Tech went over by 14. And then Arkansas went under by a half a point. It just went under at 147.5. I think Carolina's been scoring. Carolina scored 69, 73, 93, 95. Duke has scored 78, 85, 78, 78. I think there's a real good chance both teams are in the upper 70s here. 80 to 75, somewhere in that range here. Over 151 for a half a unit for North Carolina and Duke. Okay, So our 4 plays on the NCAA tournament Final Four: Duke -4, Nova +4.5, Kansas Nova half a unit under 61.5 first half, and for the game, over 151 for Duke and North Carolina. 3 units in play, plus the Discord bet. It's a big day. It's a Final Four Saturday. I will talk to you on the Discord channel for the Discord chat, 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern time here on a Saturday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.